3 weeks into 2025, and it's already been a horrible year for influential political content creator Destiny. We got Trump in office signing a bunch of based executive orders, but recently we got a development in the Destiny leak scandal that will most likely destroy Destiny's entire career. Destiny has always been a sexual deviant and degenerate. He's always said that he's a chronic cheater and that he has to have open relationships because he just can't help himself. Much like his orbiters that he has on his streams, he has a rotating cast of sex orbiters behind the scenes. And very often there's actually overlap between these two groups. The curtain was pulled back in November when someone posted a bunch of hacked Discord logs between Destiny and someone named Rose. Destiny had been sexting Rose, this girl that he had never met in person before, talking about all of his sexual habits and fetishes.
Did anything specific happen that made you want to try the plug? Was just home thinking about sucking on a guy and I decided to try it. Where did you get it from? It's Melina's. Bro.
And for some reason talking about this romantic affair with Lauren Southern. Then the next day, more leaks came out from these Discord logs, which were the videos that he had been sending her. He sent her videos of him having sex with other girls, and then he sent her a video of himself sucking a cock. Now, I don't want to say that I knew everything, but when I originally covered this, one of the things that I pointed out was that it shows that Destiny is really reckless when it comes to sex.
The fact that he doesn't have any level of like self-preservation when it comes to like sexting, like he's just really reckless with like sending all these people this information, these videos, this stuff about his affair, like personal details that could be leaked.
And that he's an idiot for doing this and sending all of this personal information as this massive public figure. Because of his inability to control himself, all of this embarrassing personal stuff became public that he didn't want to be public. Almost 2 months later, and we have an update on this situation. Someone who was in one of these videos named Pxie is planning on suing Destiny for revenge porn. Pxie trusted that Destiny wasn't going to share the video of them having sex to anyone, and Destiny obviously broke that trust by sending this to a random person who, again, he had never met in person before. He doesn't know this person. And because of that, now these videos are public. So these are some really long statements. I'm going to summarize them, and you can check them out for yourself in the description if you are interested. Pxie says that Destiny violated her trust by sending porn of her to a Discord kitten he never met without Pxie's consent. She personally believes that he intentionally leaked this through a proxy. She also believes that this is revenge porn, and she will be suing him. She links 3 screenshots where Destiny apologizes, says there's no excuse, then downplays and says it's all gonna blow over and the people who care about it don't matter anyways, and then offers her money to help her feel a bit better in general. She links a GoFundMe to help with her legal costs, which I'll also just put in the description. Destiny posted his response to his subreddit, which was titled, "Legal Arc Beginning in Mysterious Ways. Such wow." Wholesome 100 on that title. Destiny's statement says he can't talk too much due to pending litigation. He says that the lawyer helping Pxie has a personal grudge against him. He talks about how he's super hurt that she thinks he leaked it intentionally. And he doesn't think that he violated any laws. The problem here is that whether or not Destiny is legally in the right doesn't really matter. That's not why people are upset. He obviously violated Pxie's boundaries by sending this video non-consensually to someone else. I'm relieved to say that his community is fully against him in this, and a lot of people are not fans of him anymore. A lot of people are pointing out exactly what their problems are in the comments. I want one answer and one answer only. Did you send Pxie's nudes non-consensually to someone you were chatting with on Discord? Your post does not answer this. He won't answer this. Also, the proof that he did is in this DM someone posted further below. She's not a high-profile micro-celebrity, and you didn't leak it maliciously. You didn't even leak it at all. You distributed it non-consensually. Destiny replies, "Yeah, I know. I looked into it for obvious reasons just to be sure, but I don't really care much about the legal side of it or whatever. Obviously, I have severely, at the very least, psychologically damaged her. Covering therapy or whatever is a minimum, and I have no problem helping out or sending her the money for anything as a form of reparation. I just didn't want it to come off as like, hey bitch, lol, I know I violated your trust in the worst way ever, but here's some money, have fun. How fucking hard is it to not ship nudes around to everyone on your friends list constantly, man? Male feminists are never beating the allegations. It feels especially weird when, to my recollection, many times on stream he says something to the effect of, I don't understand why all these big name people are doing stuff that could effectively blow up their careers and lives. They have clout. They have a ton of girls constantly blowing up their DMs. If you're desperate to coom, it's not like you don't have other options. This is just disappointing. First off, the retarded Mimi title was not the best approach. Second, I get that it's possible that certain things can't be mentioned due to incoming legal issues, but it really feels like you don't get how badly you fucked up. You seem to get that you did fuck up, from the looks of those DMs, thank fuck, but it doesn't feel like you're actually learning anything from this mess, which is honestly the biggest disappointment. As a woman, I've never consented to nudes because I was absolutely terrified of what happened to Pxie happening to me. You have proven my paranoia right. As a liberal, I've lost respect for yet another promising voice who couldn't keep control of his fucking dick. As a terminally online person, I hate that one of my favorite communities is associated with this shit. Get your shit together. Seems like this is just addressing the side claims that nobody really cares about. The community does not care about the litigation or Pxie's anger or whether this was leaked by you or you were maliciously hacked. The issue people care about is you sharing photos and videos that included other people in a sexual context without their consent. You may have only intended for an individual to see it, but most people view this as a clear moral violation of boundaries. While I wouldn't label it as malicious or revenge porn or sexual harassment, it's clear that it violates many of the same principles around consent that you have preached. You've tried to use yourself numerous times as an example for how to navigate sexual relationships, and I do believe much of your advice in the area is quite good. But you can't really claim to live up to your standards, especially when you've always talked about how leaking your DMs wouldn't hurt you. Honestly though, I don't expect you to admit to any personal wrongdoing here because there's no benefit to your image or your litigation process by doing so. In the end, I don't watch Destiny for my moral foundation. Anyone who's followed him know how he acts in regards to sex, relationships, and cheating in his personal life, but it's disappointing to see a statement that avoids the real issue people have. So obviously, the consensus from his own fans, his own very dedicated community, is that he fucked up severely, and that they can't see him the same way. This is a horrible look for him, and he's probably never coming back from this. Keep in mind that Destiny's community is one of the most dedicated to their streamer out of anyone. It takes a lot for Destiny's fans to be against him, and this just speaks volumes about how fucked Destiny is from this. He's completely fucked. If you thought that was as bad as it gets worse. There are more people now coming out with statements. Chaeiry says, "Today, I was made aware of an intimate audio recording taken of me without my consent that was also shared without my consent. I'm upset right now and I'm going to give myself time to process. This is serious. The person who received the recording from Destiny was not aware I did not consent to the recording. They recognized me by my voice and messaged me today out of concern. I don't feel comfortable sharing more right now." So Destiny apparently was recording audio while he was having sex with this girl and then sending that to other people. How fucking unbelievable is this? How psychotic do you have to be to do this shit? Destiny loves to paint himself as this logical guy who owns the chuds and has a strong moral framework. But then in his personal life, he's doing this shit. And yeah, I mean, Destiny L. I used to be a fan of Destiny for his drama content like 2 years ago, but he kind of fell off for me. There was that person who caught a stray bullet at the Trump assassination attempt that Destiny said had it coming for being a Trump supporter.
Fuck it, fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am, 100%.
And then, just recently, him and Dan went on this giant cancel culture crusade against Twitch to get the advertisers to pull from them. The leaks really solidified how much I disliked Destiny. I just inherently think less of people who cannot control themselves sexually to that degree. I think that if you are preoccupied with sex as much as Destiny is, there is something wrong with you. And in this case, they're actually victims. They're actually people who were affected by his actions. I genuinely feel horrible for anyone whose nudes were shared by Destiny. I think that that is one of the most violating and traumatizing things that can happen to someone. I was really hoping that this video would be a little bit funnier. The problem is, the situation isn't really funny at all. It's just sad. It was fun to joke around about him sucking dick and being gay, but this is like a whole nother level of fucked. But yeah, anyways, that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe.